morning, everyone. It is Sunday morning. It is the third Sunday of the month, and that means that Eddie and I are on our way to Walt's barn at Griffith Park to donate our time. The third Sunday of the month is the only time that Walt's barn is open, and in case you guys forgot, Walt's barn is the actual barn from his property. It was moved after he passed away to Griffith Park to remain as a memoriam. There is all kinds of Walt memorabilia and his train memorabilia. Walt Disney loved trains, so there is actually a whole train station over here, and most of what is centered in the barn is train related. So Eddie loves trains and we both love Walt Disney, so we decided to donate some of our time and help out on the third Sunday of the month. So what we do is we just kind of help facilitate visitors, show them where to go, answer any questions they might have. We help clean out the barn in the morning and make sure there's no trash and stuff laying around. We actually dust the artifacts because since it's only open once a month, it does get kind of dusty. The barn is not super airtight. There are also trains on the ground, so we have a few people that are stationed to watch at the train crossings and make sure that the guests don't get run over. So just all kinds of fun little things like that that we're going to do this morning. The barn is open for a total of 4 hours on the third Sunday of the month, so we're going just a little bit early and then we'll stay just a little bit late to help clean up. So I've showed you guys Walt's barn in the past. If you're interested, you can do a search on my videos and look for Walt's barn in Griffith Park. I don't know that I'll be able to show you any kind of footage today just because we're supposed to be actually helping guests. But if I have a chance, I will show you maybe the inside of the barn, the outside of the barn, and some of the memorabilia. Maybe the train tracks too. Eddie likes to be at the train crossing and just help people and make sure that no little kids go out while the train is actually crossing. So maybe I can get some footage of that, but I'll see what I can take for you guys, and if not, I'll see you after Walt's barn. Okay, you guys, only dignitaries get to go inside this train anymore. This is the Santa Fe. I was just tasked with opening all these windows so that it can get proper airflow. Even though nobody gets to come in here, nobody sits down on these benches at all anymore. So I am inside the Santa Fe. It's very cool. It is restored to excellent condition. Check out those frosted windows up there. It's beautiful. It is open and aired, and I better go. Okay guys, over here we have the author of the day, David Bossert. He is the author of The Lucky Rabbit, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. It looks like he's doing an interview right now, but he is doing some book signing today. And I don't know about you guys, but I love Oswald, so I may have to get the book and get it signed today. So cool. Oswald's adorable. Hey you guys, it's Julie from Living Large on Lifetime, and this is this guy right here. Oh my gosh, it's Adam the Woo.
Put on the download. You didn't tell me you were going to be filming this. Now what do I do? I feel awkward now.
You do this all the time.
Am I supposed to talk? I know, but usually I'm holding it. Once my hand is removed from the camera, I don't know what to say. I get
all weird.
And shy.
Because he's a star. He's a superstar. I'm so excited, you guys, to meet Adam the Woo, because Eddie got to meet him a couple weeks ago, a week ago. Now it's my turn.
At Disneyland.
Now we're good old buddies.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Good friends now.
Because I'm very jealous because you have this sweet vest and I don't. I want that on my back.
Sorry.
Fail.
Oh, she's just over there.
Failure.
That's it. Okay, guys, notice the gigantic jacket I have on today. It is freezing, and I am freezing. It's 55 degrees right now, but the wind is blowing like crazy. I was outside for part of the day, and I gotta say, thank goodness that I got assigned to work in the barn eventually, because I was just absolutely freezing. At least in the barn there was no wind. There's no heat or anything in the barn, but at least no wind. Oh my gosh. And you guys, the crowds today, at least, I wouldn't say double from the last couple months that we've worked here, but way more people. We had 716 visitors today in a 4-hour period. And it's a tiny little area. The barn itself is pretty small, but the whole area, it's pretty small. And the reason we had so many visitors is because Eye on LA played a spot from ages ago, or from several months ago, about the barn specifically. So that's a really good thing. It's very positive for the barn, but it sure did make for a very busy and very tiring day. So after all of that, we had a surprise board volunteer meeting. So Eddie and I, as newbies to the volunteer scene at Walt's barn, we thought it would be wise to go and just be informed and kind of see what's going on and where we can help out. And there's a lot of logistics, I guess I would say, in operating a nonprofit organization. Walt's barn is I guess owned by the Carolwood Society, so it has nothing at all to do with the Walt Disney Corporation. It's actually more of a family property than it is anything to do with Walt Disney. So there's a lot of logistics, a lot of legalities, and it is totally nonprofit as well. So there's another whole set of rules and regulations that they have to follow. So the board meeting itself with the volunteers was very long and very kind of not mind-blowing, but just like a lot of things that Eddie and I, and thankfully we're not on the board, so we don't have to think about them. But I also learned a lot today. I learned a lot about the model that I was standing next to that I showed you guys briefly on the video. It's actually a train model of the mine train that was at Disneyland from 1956 until 1977. So that particular model, it's got the working train, everything. It's got like fountains that go up and down, the rocks that spin. The man who built the model, it took him 10 years to do it, and he's very young. He started the model when he was 15, and so he finished it when he was about 25. I believe that was 3 years ago, and now he's an Imagineer at Disney, so he's pretty brilliant. So that was where I spent most of my day today, and I don't know if the video that I showed you guys showed the lines. There were so many lines and so many crowds today because it was just a really busy day. So it was awesome, but it is almost 6 o'clock. We're tired, we're hungry. So, oh my gosh, I almost forgot the best part of my day. Adam the Woo, you guys. I finally met Adam the Woo. Eddie got to meet Adam and the carpetbagger last, I don't know, it's been a couple weeks ago now. So today I finally got to meet Adam the Woo. It's so awesome and so amazing. He told me that he was here. I was already inside the barn and I came running out. I had to meet him. Adam, I'm sorry if I interrupted a conversation or if I was overbearing, because I knew I had to finally meet you. So if you guys have not watched any of Adam's YouTube channel, what is his YouTube channel about mostly?
He used to do 5 years, 2 months of vlogging every day. Non-stop. He didn't miss a day. And then he has
a tattoo to commemorate it.
Yeah, and he he goes to locations that are just really interesting and does a good background history of that location. So for example, one of the first videos I saw was he was down in San Juan Capistrano, and he was describing the little placards that were in the middle of the road, and they were representing people, locations where people were buried before the street was actually put in.
He always has all his history. He's got information. Really cool channel. So I definitely recommend you guys check out Adam the Woo, especially now that I saw him. I met a celebrity, a YouTube celebrity. Awesome. Anyway, so we are now outside a favorite
Mexican...
Mexican...
forgot one more thing.
What?
No one died on the tracks.
And no one died on the tracks thanks to Eddie today. You did a great job. You can go home and sleep well. But first, we're gonna go eat at Viva Cantina. So we are in a local Mexican restaurant that we like to eat at in Burbank called Viva Cantina, and I already know the menu, so I didn't have to check the menu online. I'm going to have the fajitas, chicken fajitas. I will probably count 2 points for the oil, because there is oil in the fajitas and also in the black beans. So chicken, 0. Vegetables, 0. Black beans, 0. Oil, 2 to 3 points. I'm gonna have 2 corn tortillas for 3 points. I actually brought my sour cream from Trader Joe's, the Trader Joe's Simply Fat-Free Sour Cream. I have 3 tablespoons of sour cream for 0 smart points, and I have some Bellini. That's all there is, and life is good. Bellini, 18 smart points. So that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 to 23 points, depending on how much I count for oil. What are you having?
I don't know. But I do have to say that if you're in the Glendale area and you're hungry for Mexican food, come here and support this place, because I learned today that big corporation people want to knock down this building and put condos.
This is like a Burbank historical site almost. It's right next to the equestrian center, so a lot of horse people come here, but it's also like a Burbank icon. I was told about it by someone who has lived in Burbank for years and recommended this restaurant to us, and we have loved it ever since. They also have really, like, they have a completely grilled vegetable plate. They have a steamed vegetable plate. They have a salad that has just enough stuff on it to be really delicious, but it's not so many pointed items that you can't really have. They just have really healthy Mexican food here, in addition to
live music. Let's go.
Oh, live music, enchiladas, burgers. It's a great place. Okay, that was so delicious. My belly is so happy. I totally stuck to what I had planned, except that there was some guacamole that I did have. But you know, guys, a serving of restaurant guacamole, 2 tablespoons, is only 1 smart point. So it's not terrible. So I had another point in guacamole, and I only counted 2 smart points for the oil, because I actually asked the server, I said, when I ordered my fajitas, can you just tell them to use a little bit of oil? Because if you're having fajitas, just the nature of cooking fajitas, for it to be a fajita, they have to use oil. So, but I asked for light oil, and he said sure. When he brought it back, he put it on the table and he said fajitas light oil. So that was awesome. That makes me really happy, because these guys, I mean, I love this restaurant because I feel like they're a really healthy Mexican restaurant anyway, and then they totally did exactly what I asked, and there was not that much oil. So I counted 1 point for the oil in the fajitas and 1 point for the oil in the black beans, which I don't know if there is oil in the black beans, but because it's a restaurant, I'm going to assume there is oil in the black beans. And Eddie asked for something that is not on the menu. He asked for a burrito with all beef. They totally did it, no questions asked. It was awesome. So, super delicious dinner. I'm very full.
And it was really cheap.
His burrito was only 10 bucks and it was huge. My fajitas, on the other hand, were like, what, 16? They were more expensive. Anyway, so we are headed home and it's only 7:51. I have major videos to edit. If you guys think about it, pray for Eddie that he gets better because he has this annoying cold, which is, he's not as sick as we were at Christmas, but I'm sure it doesn't feel good, so. Right?
Great. Oh, yeah.
It feels great.
Every single time I talk.
He loves being sick. He loves having a horrible cough. Anyway, so we're headed home. That's probably it for me for tonight. I will probably enjoy some more Bellini because that's what I do, and it's the weekend, and I love it. And I'm going to edit videos, and I'll see you guys in the morning.